the Mrekk vs Cookiezi GOAT debate. This is a debate that has been going on for many years now, but each player is having their own stance on the entire thing. You can even call it similar to the Jordan vs LeBron James debate. Well, although LeBron has broken many records and is quote-unquote arguably the better player, people still credit Jordan as the GOAT of NBA due to his legacy in the NBA and in general bringing popularity to the sport. And if we switch back to Osu, Jordan would technically be Cookiezi and Mrekk would be LeBron James. And well, due to the recent Mrekk pop-offs that happened a few days ago that I've also made a video on, I recommend that you watch that, over at r/osugame, the debate popped up once again and people started to argue a little bit more than usual. So yeah, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another debate video. In this video, I will show arguments for both sides of the debate and let you express yourself down in the comment section below on what you think of this entire debate. Before we start, however, I do want to say that we're getting pretty close to 26,000 subscribers, so if you want to stay updated with the latest stuff that happens in the Osu community, then be sure to hit that sub button, it would really be appreciated. So this all started when a Reddit user by the name of Extreme Chemical 3316 made this post right here, talking about how insane the fact is that Mrekk is currently pushing for 100 BPM plus in terms of skill cap and is able to set scores that are around 1.6k or 1.8k PP. Afterwards, someone in the replies said this, and people still think Shige is the best player to have ever graced the game, Lamau. And this user was later on backed up by this. It's only nostalgia. Shige was awesome back in 2015-2018, but Mrekk is way more impactful than Shige was in his era. Competition nowadays is much harder than it was in 2015 too. Now, in a different comment, someone was defending Cookiezi and said this: he doesn't have cultural impact like Shige. No matter what he does, he will only be remembered as an above average player. Loads of people did not agree with this and stated this: this is far too extreme for anyone to take you seriously, lol. If you want to rage bait better, feel free to send me a DM for a free trial of my rage bait course. I am a master baiter. The person defending Shige still did not agree and stated this: nuh-uh, glazing Mrekk is just a product of recency bias. He doesn't inspire active players nor bring new players to the game. On the other hand, the game was constantly reaching new peaks during Shige's reign. The moment he quit and this new gen of speed zoomers took over, the game unsurprisingly went downhill. Emer can't even reach the level of impact left by players like Faxay or even Itki, let alone Shige. Another person defending what Mrekk has done so far stated this: this is not true, bro. The Mrekk wasn't a product of recency bias. He is simply the best player the game has ever seen. He has inspired a lot of people playing the game, like a lot, especially in the realm of aim swap recently. Bro, the new generation carried this game to new heights. It's still at its peak, people just don't care much about top players anymore because the skill is so high. This is rage bait, but Mrekk not having close to an impact as Itki is cry emoji. Now, this debate later on continued into another post by stating this on the title. Quote take: Cookiezi will always be the GOAT and Emer can't do anything about it. Emer can't do anything about it. No matter how hard he tries, he will never achieve the same aura as Cookiezi had. Legends surrounded Cookiezi. He was known outside of the Osu community. There were anime memes with him as the main character that got hundreds of thousands of views on YouTube, and his scores have millions of views. Emer can keep setting scores on aim swap maps number 1, 2, 3, blah blah blah, but none of them will ever reach the same level of recognition as Cookiezi's scores. For players who had the same chance to see Cookiezi in his prime, watching Mrekk is like watching a weak sequel to your favorite anime. It's like watching Dragon Ball Super after watching Dragon Ball Z or watching Boruto after watching Naruto. The power levels might be higher, but all the magic is gone. Someone in the replies also explained as to why Cookiezi is so loved in the community by stating this: Cookiezi became glorified not just because of his skill, but also because he didn't really do much outside of the game. His lack of strong personality markers, no major controversies, no over-the-top antics, made him a blank canvas for the community to project onto basically. He was considered safe to idolize because his legacy was built around his gameplay. No screaming, no saying weird shit mid-play, no content chasing, he just played the game better than everyone else. If Mrekk decided to take the same reserved and mysterious approach and had withdrawn completely from voiced facecam streams and IRL events and only let his scores and achievements speak for themselves, he would have garnered the same, if not more, aura in the community as Cookiezi did. Mrekk's choice to build a presence around his personality gives him more opportunities outside of Osu, but it also makes him harder to universally glorify. Since personality doesn't click with everyone, it's easier to just point to a guy whose persona is entirely built around his gameplay. I don't think it's just nostalgia. I feel that Cookiezi is easy to default to because of his legacy in pure gameplay, while Mrekk's is gameplay mixed with a big personality on top of it. Someone who is kind of defending Shige stated this as well: not even a bad take or really dissing Mrekk. I think LeBron is a better player than Jordan, but I think Jordan's the GOAT. impact is far easier to achieve when a game of any activity is in its infancy with room of pioneering, especially in the PR department. And someone who is defending Mrekk stated this: Mrekk and AimSwap in the same sentence. Are we just ignoring Made of Fire 3 mod, Okayness, Apoptosis Queen, The Apparition, Psycho Kid Hidden DT, and 3 mod, To You Bus, Ice Angel, Wing My Way, Masterpiece, Chronoxia, Temptation, Both Save Me, United, Crystalia, Inai Sekai, Walk This Way 3 mod, I6, and many more. And in Tech 2, like Dreaming Attraction, Interstellar Travel, and Light It Up, it's so scuffed when people are so blind. There's 1.3k, 1.4k, 1.6k, and 2k PP plays, and the first to break from 21k PP all the way up until 33k total profile PP as of recent. There's also people that are slightly neutral by stating this, for example: can we please just appreciate both players without any of this shit? I'm both a massive Cookiezi and massive Mrekk fan. Yes, Cookiezi has been a historical GOAT, but Mrekk's dominance is insane enough to actually make the title of GOAT an actual debate. It hurts me seeing players constantly shit on legacies of both of these legends. And as you might have guessed by that reply, a lot of people are kind of getting tired of this entire GOAT debate. But again, it's only natural for debates like this to happen when both players like Cookiezi and Mrekk are in the room of discussion. But who do you personally think is the GOAT of Osui? Do you prefer Mrekk for what he has achieved so far, or Cookiezi for his legacy in the game so far? Feel free to debate that in the comments below, but again, follow the guidelines of the channel. At 19 UTC today, so a few hours after this video gets uploaded, I will be streaming my first playthrough of Hollow Knight, and I will be streaming that every day until I beat that game. Of course, afterwards the VODs will be uploaded on the Stu VODs channel, which you will have a link down below. And of course, after that I will try to beat the new Silk Song. If you haven't watched my first 400 PV play being set live, then be sure to click the video that is on screen here, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.